Hello users and welcome back to Above It All. I have just discovered the entrance polling rather of the Nevada caucus, and I thought I'd make a quick update video. So it looks to be, and I haven't looked at all the numbers yet, but it looks to be that Sanders is landsliding. As you can see, male, which makes up about 46% of the entrance polls, 39% for Bernard. Female, which makes up about 54%, 31% for Bernard. It's a little disappointing. Honestly, I think it should be reversed. But anyway, white people, which make up about 65% of the entrance polls, make up 31% for Bernard. Black people, 25, which Biden is actually leading here, which is a little sketchy, a little sad, honestly. And Latino, 51%. That is just like give up and go home for everybody else right there. That is unbelievably high. And for other 40% Sanders. That's beautiful stuff. And if you just do simplicity, with white people, he's still leading 31%, non-white people 42%, which is more than double what Biden has, of course. And they have age, 67 percentage points with people 17 to 29. That is, you absolutely love to see it. That is the stuff right there. That is like, whoosh, you know what I mean? Oh. And then 53% with 30 to 44. And then 25% still leading with 45 to 64. And then sadly the old people just that don't pay attention to anything. And, you know, I remember Biden! Clearly didn't watch the Dick Van Dyke endorsement. They, you know, 26% for Biden, but whatever. You win some, you lose some. You take a penny, you leave a penny. Age, 17 to 44. And then 45 plus, which are, you know, decent, I guess, breakdowns. 39%, which is that's honestly, you know, you want the younger people to outweigh the older people, but we're getting there. Either way, just given the fact that Sanders is near tied in this metric and then just blowing this metric out of the water, of course, that's good news. And then you have some more complicated stuff here. I mean, I guess I'll read through them all. Never attended college, 40% for Sanders. Attended college but received no degree, 44%. Boom, boom, boom. Associate's degree, 39%. Looks like the more educated you are, the more cringe you are, it seems. 32% for bachelor's degree, and then advanced degree, 24%. Still winning, though, which is, you know, that's impressive, honestly. I would expect Warren to take up there, but, you know, still. Okay, then we have last grade, college graduate, no college. Let's dumb down a little bit. Or, like, not necessarily dumbed down, but grouped up, I guess I should say. College graduate, 28%, still leading, which is, again, that's good stuff. And then you have no college degree, 42%, which is, again, that's just a landslide. Education by race, 27% for white college grads, 37% for white non-college, 32% for non-white college, and then non-white non-college is 49%, again, in the landslide area. And this is a lot of information. Holy shit. Hell fucking yes. This is what I love to see. I've been waiting for these entrance polls. And then I saw people on Twitter going like, oh, the entrance polls are great! And then I was like, where the fuck are they? And then now I'm here. I'm not going to bother reading the gender one. No matter how you voted today, do you usually think yourself Democrat 79%, Republican 2%, that's hilarious, Independent 19%. The independent number, again, landsliding with Bernard. I don't understand why you're an independent. You caucus for someone like Buttigieg. That's just weird. That's strange to me. That's super bizarre. On most political matters, do you consider yourself liberal, moderate? 40% with liberal. That's incredible. And then moderate, barely, like, you know, holding good ground there, but you know what I mean? But again, that's not the base that you're appealing to, so that's whatever. On most political matters, do you consider yourself a liberal / moderate or conservative? That's basically the same thing. Does anyone in your household belong to a labor union? As you can see, this is about split with Bernard leading in both, pretty evenly. Before today, have you ever attended a Nevada Democratic Presidential Caucus? No, this is my first caucus, which is actually 52%, which means more people are voting for the first time than people that have voted before. Again, these are entrance polls, so this isn't the final data, but 37% of those 52% are voting for Sanders. So he's winning in both, but 37% of the first one. That's good. Honestly, it should be higher. You know, I don't understand. Oh, this is my first time voting. I'm going to vote for Biden. Like, that's just weird. I don't understand who that is. I'd love to have, like, a sit-down conversation with that person. Which one of these 4 issues matter the most? Foreign policy, 9%. That's honestly a little sad. And you'd think, oh, I really love foreign policy, so I'm going to vote for fucking Joe Biden, who was an architect in the drone war. Like, that's weird to me. That's super weird. Like, this is where Gabbard should shine, but Gabbard's only got 7%. Like, you know what? Like, and of course, Sanders, of course, has the best foreign policy, and he's only at 13%, which is just disgusting. Anyone who says foreign policy is their main concern and your primary candidate's Joe Biden or Pete Buttigieg, honestly, you need psychological treatment, and I think you're a psychopath. And I don't say that like I'm being 100% right now. Joe Biden was an architect of the drone war. Pete Buttigieg he worked for the CIA essentially and has done nothing but support fascist dictators like like the opposition leader in Venezuela, Juan Guaido, and he was also like being wishy-washy on the coup in Bolivia. So I love foreign policy, so I can't wait to vote for more drone wars. I don't know, it's just bizarre to me. It's stupid. Healthcare, which is 43%, that's pretty good. Sanders, of course, dominating that, but honestly, if again, that's another thing where only 40% or so, like, that's a little embarrassing. Climate change, again, only 29% or so, super embarrassing. And this is me blaming the electorate, of course, but I mean, I'm going to vote for, Steyer to fix the climate. Like, as Klobuchar is really good on the climate. It's just, I don't get it. That's weird. Income inequality, that one's 20% or so of the entrance polls and 44% for Bernard. That's good. Absolutely love to see that. How do you feel about replacing all private health insurance with a single government plan for everyone? 62% support. And then of that 62%, only half for Sanders, which is, again, so weird. That's so strange. I just don't get that. If you had to choose, would you rather see a Democratic Party nominate a candidate who agrees with you on major issues? Sanders, 56%. Can beat Donald Trump? Sanders, 23%, which is that number right there. That's Biden's best metric, is I can beat Donald Trump. And Biden losing in a landslide in all these elections, I think that metric right there is going to be one that will explode for Sanders come Super Tuesday, in my opinion. Do you regularly use Twitter? Yes, 18%. No, 81%. Again, Twitter is not real life. A lot of journalists don't understand this. 81% of the electorate has no idea what the fuck a Bernie bro is, and you absolutely love to see it. Are you confident that the votes cast in the Nevada caucuses will be counted correctly? Yes, 82%. That's shocking. No, 16% of that 57% for Sanders. That's shocking. 82% have faith in the system, absolute faith in the system. That's bizarre. Like, I would say the chances are they'll probably count things relatively decently compared to Iowa, but I mean, I would definitely not say yes. If it's a yes or no, I would say no. But if I could write in an answer, I would say fucking maybe or possibly. When did you finally decide to support? Just today, 5%. In the last few days, 10%. Earlier this month, 27%. In January, 11%. Before that, 46%. Before that, 46%. Sanders, again, dominating 49% of that, and of course winning in every other metric, which is great. You love to see that. Actually, no, wait. Buttigieg and Klobuchar are winning in earlier this month, which is a little cringy. But, what are you going to do? Time of decision, and then last few days earlier than that, of course, Bernard. Leading when you group it into that fashion. I'm not going to read that one. Region. I don't know I'm sorry. Clark County has Las Vegas, I believe, so 35%. I love numbers. I know I've been just reading numbers for 10 minutes now, but I just love numbers. This is the stuff I love to see. Clark County, 68%, and then rest of state, 32%. Again, Bernard, it looks like Bernard's probably going to end up with, it's looking like Bernard's going to end up in the mid-30s, anywhere between 30 and 40%, it's looking like. Let me see if there's like any updates on here. Let me just... Yeah, still 0% reporting in, of course. But hopefully the results will start coming in around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. That's usually according to reports when they start coming in, so we'll see. But these entrance polls are looking really good. Like I said earlier today and yesterday, I think my guess was around 30 to 40% for Bernard after all said and done. It's looking like that is a reasonable conclusion to make. 31% with white people in this entrance poll. I mean, that's good stuff. No, it could be better. This right here, this is just proof that white people on average are dumber than non-white people. Like, people always talk about the bell curve. No, I'm sorry. You've got it all wrong, buddy. You've got your information completely wrong. It's actually the opposite. But anyway, great stuff. If anyone has any more info, let me know immediately. And you love to see it, folks. Absolutely.